Hi team, I hope you're having a fantastic week. I'm enjoying reading your discussion boards this week and grading your assignments from last week. I feel like I get to know you a little bit more with each assignment or post. I finished grading your discussion board with the goals and objectives. Overall, really nice job. So kudos to you. A couple things to remember. Your goals should be broad and not measurable. Your objectives should be specific and measurable. Make sure your objectives are always time bound, so by when, and specific, so they usually have a number. And for our purposes, we're usually, not always, but usually measuring objectives on a survey. So I recommend using the language will report. For example, by the end of the semester, at least 85% of students will report learning something new about evaluation. I've also graded your first application exercise. Again, generally really nice work. Well done. A few points to remember. First, and most importantly, we want you to get in the habit of grounding our recommendations in our findings or results. If you recall, a key function of evaluation is to help organizations make decisions. Good evaluations makes our organizations better because it tells us what we do well, what we don't do so well, and gives us ideas for how to do things better. But we have to base those recommendations in our data and results. So when you answer those types of questions, I want you to do two things. First, tell me the finding and result that you are basing your recommendation on. For example, based on the result that parents who spend more time in a youth sport program also experience a higher sense of community, I would recommend, and then spell out your recommendation. Second, be as specific as possible and think like a manager. For example, don't just tell me parents should spend more time in a program in order to develop a sense of community. Tell me how you, as a manager, will encourage that. For example, will you provide discounts for parents who volunteer time? Making these types of recommendations based on data is super important. Being able to do that will represent a sizable portion of the grade in your final project. So practice doing that now. And finally, two minor details. One, make sure to use APA format for citations. I'm not super picky about exact formatting, but it needs to look professional, and I need to be able to find the source that you're referencing. Second, make sure you're looking at the results, or sometimes called findings, and not getting your information from the literature review or the methods. The literature review tells us what other people have found out, and it should also tell us why we are researching something, but it doesn't tell us the results. Similarly, the methods will tell us how we are collecting data and sometimes why we're specifically doing it a certain way, but again, it will not tell us the results. Overall, again, a really nice job, and I enjoyed grading this. That's it for now. If you haven't already, make sure you get that initial discussion board post done so your classmates can respond. Have a wonderful week, and please don't be shy about reaching out if you ever have questions or just want to chat. I'll see you online.